Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for a premiere video. I think this is going to premiere at 12:30 or 1 a.m. for Muse's second studio album that I just got done listening to for the next marathon studio album reviews. I just starting this past Thursday, which was August 4th, which this is for Muse's second album, Origin of Symmetry, that I just got done listening to for the 2001 album, which technically this is like over 20 years old now. So I'm like, damn, time has flown pretty fast. So yeah, I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for Origin of Symmetry, the Muse album, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Sorry, I was slurring with my word for a second. Um, This first track is called Newborn, and that was a really good song for sure. I really enjoyed how the production was in the song, and just it was a lengthy song. It was like almost 6.5 minutes, but it was very good. I like the drum work, I like the guitar work from Matt Bellamy. It sounds really good in this track, and just the way he's singing it sounds pretty good, so 5 out of 5. Bliss was another track that I really enjoyed too. I forgot to mention Newborn starts off very well with how the opening to the song starts off. It's pretty interesting with the piano playing and all that, and it's pretty cool for sure how it's set up, this song. Now to talk about Bliss. This one was really good too. I really enjoyed this track for what it was going for. Um, just with the electronics, the drum work, the guitar work, it works with this song. It's executing very well for sure. So 5 out of 5. Space Dementia. I like Matt Bellamy's vocals in it. And through this album, as you listen to it, some of his falsettos can be good, or they can be underwhelming at times, depending on the execution and how it's sounding sonically overall. So Space Dementia was really good, even if he did falsetto, which I'll have to go back and listen to this album again because I was busy writing down the albums I have to review for Muse. So I did enjoy this album for sure. I listened through the whole thing. It's just I might have misstepped where I left off with certain songs, but I did enjoy this album for sure. So sorry if I said I didn't listen to this album. I did listen to the album. I was just busy writing down the albums to do for Muse's discography, and it's going to last till the 21st for Muse's discography for the Marathon Studio album reviews I'm doing for on my channel. So August 21st will be the last one for Muse. And then I'll do Will of the People on the 25th or 26th, depending. But yeah, Space Dementia is getting a 5 out of 5. Hyper Music was really good. I like the guitar work, I like the drum work, and Matt Bellamy singing in it. It sounds really good. So 5 out of 5. Citizen Plug-in Baby, I meant to say, sorry. I was going to say Citizen Erased. Plug-in Baby and Citizen Erased. Plug-in Baby, there were some moments where I wasn't sure if I was feeling for his vocals, Matt Bellamy, but other than that, the track did pretty well. I wasn't that disappointed with it. There was just some quirky moments when you listen through it with how his vocals sound, and sonically how the song's executing. It just depends on the listener, I guess, but I did enjoy it for what it went for. It didn't disappoint. It had some moments where I thought there were going to be some hesitating moments with how I was perceiving the song, but no, it was a good song, so 5 out of 5. Citizen Erased was a great song for sure. It was like over 7 minutes, but it was very good, and I really enjoyed this track, so 5 out of 5. Microcuts. There are some falsettos that don't work with this song. that Matt Bellamy does with his vocals, and it just doesn't connect with me. So this song is a least favorite in my opinion, but it it's just he relies on the falsetto vocals a bit too much with this track. Even though they sound good, it's just making me cringe a little bit with how it's sounding. I almost gave it a 4 out of 5, but I deemed it to get a 4.5 out of 5 because there was some drum work and guitar work that I really could get into with this track. So, other than that, his vocals were sort of iffy. It's hit or miss kind of thing. But yeah, Microcuts 4.5 out of 5. Screenager is another solid one. I'm just not feeling for it too much. Um, just his vocals are getting a bit too weird in this track. So it's sort of underwhelming, but weird at the same time. So 4.5 out of 5 for Screenager. Dark Shines was actually a really good track. Wasn't sure if I was feeling for it at first, but it did very well for what it was going for, so 5 out of 5. Feeling Good sounded really good sonically, and drum work and guitar work was great, and just the way Matt Bellamy singing the song did pretty well, so 5 out of 5. Megalomania, I believe is how you pronounce it, and Futurism were great tracks. Um, Megal Megalomania was the closer to the actual album itself, and Futurism is the bonus track that we just recently got a few years ago when they celebrated, I guess, 20 years, or maybe a year ago is when we got it, but they announced it in the origin of Muse, uh, greatest hits album, I guess you could say, but still. Megalomania was a good song. I really enjoyed the closer to the album, which this is the official closer to the actual album itself, but it is a really good song, so 5 out of 5. And Futurism did very well too, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution. Sorry, I kind of breathed heavy for a moment. Was breathing heavy. But yeah, overall, production, mixing, and execution. I think Muse Origin of Symmetry was a really good album for sure. It definitely rocks for sure. I was really surprised with this album. I was not liking Microcuts or Screenager, but other than that, they weren't terrible songs. They just brought the rating down a slight bit to giving it a really good score. But this is going to get a really good score for sure. So, first score for me, I'm giving Muse Origin of Symmetry and a 9 out of 10. Almost said 8 out of 10, sorry. 9 out of 10. This was a really good album. I really enjoyed this album for sure. This is one of Muse's best albums, and I know a lot of critics are saying it's one of their best albums, for some of them at least. I personally think it's one of their best albums, and I can't wait to listen to Absolution on Monday just to review it and all that. I've listened to their discography before, but I never reviewed it on my channel. So this is technically my first time reviewing Muse albums on my channel because of the Will of the People album coming out in like 20 days from now. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for Origin of Symmetry. It's a really good album. I highly recommend you check it out, and you won't be disappointed for the 54 minutes of a runtime or 55 minutes of a runtime. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of Muse's Origin of Symmetry album, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys for Muse Origin of Symmetry, the album review I did for you guys, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for a movie review tomorrow, and it might be during the afternoon time or something like that when I do the movie review. It's for the Prey movie, and Easter Sunday I'll have to wait to see when I can find it. It might take a little bit to find the movie, so I'll see what I can do when I get around to it. because I think it's like a comedy movie or something like that. And then there's another movie, Bodies, 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 and I'm just like, that might suck. I'm afraid of for that movie because I'm afraid it's not gonna have a good script. But we'll just wait and see. I'll just wait and see when I watch it, of course, and review it for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed Muse's Origin of Symmetry album review that I did for their second Marathon Studio album reviews that I've been doing since the start of it, which was August 4th. I'm doing the best I can to make it as good as possible, but Absolution's going to be the next album, and that will be a premiere video too for August 8th. So I'll probably record it around August 7th and the nighttime, and then just review it for you guys and get it premiered for 12 or 1. Like, I'm gonna record it Sunday night and then set it for a premiere for like 12 or 1. But anyways, this is premiering at 12 or 1, depending on when I get around to it. This review, of course, for Origin of Symmetry. But anyways, stay safe, take care. Sorry for dragging this review out longer than expected. And as always, I will see you in my next review.